Hello, friends. It is the Sparkle King. I hope you're having a good weekend. I was going through my memories on Facebook and I found a quote from my book that talks about connection and being there for people. And like right now, I think that there's a disconnect in how we view connection because people are upset that they can't, do like all the things that they used to do or whatever. But actually, I think what's happening is that there actually is more connection because we are being kind of forced to show up for ourselves and our families and our friends in a new way. And so I wrote a chapter in my book, The Sparkle King, called I Was Here. And I feel like it talks about connection and maybe some of these ideas will resonate and you can think of new ways to connect with the people that you love. This is called I Was Here. The night before I found my partner dead, he went to bed early because he didn't feel well. About a half hour after, he went into his room. He texted me, "Can you please come in here right now?" I walked into his room. "Will you please come in here and lie next to me?" he asked. "I'm scared." And so I honored his last wish. For about 20 minutes until he felt safe enough to fall asleep, we laid there. I felt his love for the last time and he felt mine for the last time. I was there. This experience taught me the most valuable lesson I've ever learned. The most important thing you can ever do for someone you love is to be there for them. That's it. Just show up, whether you want to or not. Just being there for the people you love is just about all that matters. My partner and I were only together for 3 years. When I was grieving, I used to wonder if I would have stayed had I known the outcome prior to engaging in this too short relationship. I was given the opportunity to test my theory when I had about a year of sobriety. One of my new friends, a charismatic and wise man named Mike, had been diagnosed with cancer. I knew he was going to die. I was faced with a decision. Would I back away and dip out, or would I stay and show up for this man that I loved? I surprised myself and stayed. I again found myself in a position to honor a dying man's wishes when Mike asked me to go for Walmart and buy him some clothes to wear in the hospital. Here I was, a person once completely undone by grief, who was able to stay and be there for someone I really loved. I was there. Now it's a whole other year later. I find myself the only child of two parents who are both facing significant health issues. My father has had Parkinson's for several years, and my mom is starting to dive deep into Alzheimer's. The rapid pace at which she is slipping is scary. Sometimes she doesn't even know what day it is. But these experiences have taught me that as long as I am there, as long as I am present, we can get through this. Plus, I'm sober now, and if I've learned anything in recovery, I can do just about anything sober because I am able to be present in a way that I wasn't before. Recently, I accompanied my mom to church. I happened to notice she put in the offertory was for $3,000. I knew that she didn't mean to make it for that much money. I was able to talk to the office and stop them from cashing it. My father looked at me like a hero. My mom still has no idea that I did that, but I was already her hero that day because I was there. And I always will be because love is all there is. So if you're lucky enough to have it, take my advice. Be present for it. Bask in the awareness and beauty of this moment. This moment. You'll be glad you were there too. My mom recently became willing to see a doctor that is a memory specialist. We have been winging it this whole time, but her memory issues have become dire. When we got to his office, there had been a mix-up with her insurance paperwork. They could not see her that day, they said. We had waited several months for this appointment. I knew we didn't have more time to wait to get her to help, so I refused to leave. "Do you see that beautiful woman over there?" I asked. "Yes," she said. "That woman is my mother, and we've been waiting for this appointment for months. She is scared because this is a life or death issue for her, and you will see her today, because I love her too much to let that happen to her." Her eyes softened, and she looked at the other receptionist. She nervously shuffled papers around and asked me to sit down. "Let me see what I can do," she said. About 5 minutes later, my prayers were answered when, without explanation, we were invited to the back of the office. "The doctor will see you now." When the reception weighed my mom, I noticed she was wearing sparkly shoes. I took it as a sign that Pac was there with me, that we were there in the right place. And because I was willing to get loud for love, I got to be there yet again for the woman who gave me life twice. Be there. Just be there. Thank you.